Don't count Ron Paul out. That's what's going on beneath the spin. As we all look to Iowa now, just more than 2 weeks out, Ron Paul's campaign has been basically stuck in third place. Some polls show him in second. But last weekend when we were in Iowa, went to one of his town halls in Marshalltown, I got the sense that something different might be happening. Some polls are showing that Newt's support has peaked. Now he's still in the front runner status, but his support is declining slightly. Ron Paul, on the other hand, has been steady and growing, especially in Iowa. And if anyone's going to pull an upset on Iowa, Ron Paul is the wild card people should be paying attention to. In the distance between his 2008 campaign and today, many of his views, though certainly not all, have been vindicated by world events. I still think his positions on things like 9/11, where he said America's foreign policy essentially provoked the attack, make him a problematic candidate at best. But he is a figure of admirable philosophic consistency. He was saying the things he says even during the Bush era when it was deeply unpopular with the Republican base. And now his talk about, for example, the importance of auditing the Fed at the very least seems prescient and pressing. His supporters are solid. Caucuses are low turnout, high intensity events. And I believe his support will be growing from his level of 4 years ago, not declining. Mitt Romney's bid to play big in Iowa looks doomed right now, and Newt Gingrich is at the top. But if Ron Paul were to shock the world with an Iowa caucus win on January 3rd, it would be not just a victory and vindication for Ron Paul, but a huge proxy win for Mitt Romney. Why? Because Newt Gingrich will be written out of the headline. And that moves the fight over to New Hampshire, where Ron Paul should do well with some libertarians, basically forcing Newt to move to South Carolina and Florida to regroup his campaign. If Newt does win Iowa, however, well, then that momentum will carry him over to New Hampshire. Again, Mitt Romney's had a commanding lead in that state, but with the union leader endorsement, Newt Gingrich could be in great shape if he wins Iowa. That's the wild card, is how well Ron Paul will do. I'm just making this point. No one should count Ron Paul out of Iowa. That's all from us at Campaign Chronicles today. We'll see you tomorrow.